What's up guys, it's the ICO reviewer here, back at it again with yet another ICO review. So, now, what are we looking at today? Well, we are looking at a project called Able. So, what do they aim to do? Well, they aim to create, as it says here, they aim to create a revolutionary worldwide blockchain bank. So, without further ado, let's get into my PowerPoint I prepared, where I have reviewed this project, and where I have taken a look at the white paper, the team, the actual concept of the Able project, and so on and so forth. So, I will pause the video and move over to the PowerPoint. So, now we have moved into my PowerPoint. So, if you want to visit the site for the Able project yourself, it's able_project.io. So, moving on to the actual concept. So, their slogan is to create the revolutionary worldwide blockchain bank as mentioned. But what problem are they actually trying to solve? Well, they're trying to solve a problem that involves the fact that today banks are highly centralized and operate for maximum profits when lending money at high interest rates. The centralized financial systems are, as always, more vulnerable to malicious hacking attacks, etc. So that was the problem, but now on to their solution. So, to describe their solution, I chose a quote found in their white paper in the abstract. So the quote goes as follows: the Able project primarily aims to apply decentralized blockchain technology to banking and wealth management features to directly link demand and supply through an account on a peer-to-peer basis, and to establish a reliable system. It aims subsequently to build an in-house decentralized exchange, and then to evolve into a banking platform on which to develop and use smart contracts for banking and wealth management services. So, the accounts referred to in this quote are called Able accounts, and with such an account a person can access banking, investment, micropayments through a single platform. So, here is a nice illustration I found on their main page, showing the actual abilities and the actual things that you can do with your Able account, how you can utilize it. So, what can you do? Well, if we look over here at the banking aspect, you can deposit, lend, you can get paid, you can get your salary paid, I guess, and you can have a personal credit score. Moving on to the middle investment section of this illustration, it says that it involves the ICO smart contract and fund smart contract. And another way to use your Able account is for micropayments. So, in the future you're going to be able to use it with credit and debit cards, for mileage, and third-party services, etc. So, let's move on. So, here is how you can utilize your Able accounts for the banking part of the entire project, which involves deposit loan P2P engine, which removes spread between deposits and loans through decentralization. Connect directly through peer-to-peer. So, another part of the banking aspect is the salary smart contracts, where payments of salary and credit ratings are available. Moving on to the finance aspect. We already spoke about the ICO investment platform, and moving on, we can see the mutual fund smart contracts, which is a sort of financial investment platform based on the Able decentralized exchange. So, for those who didn't know, DEX stands for decentralized exchange. Now, moving on, here is another illustration that I found on their main page, which I thought was interesting, as it shows why the Able project is superior when doing a bit of a comparison here. So here we can see a chart talking about some of the, or sort of explaining some features, some usual features to a bank, and so why is the Able project superior according to them? Well, they have a decentralized platform, they have a substantially lower risk of regulation, their addressable market is global, they have a decentralized exchange, they have a investment platform, they have something called SNS, which I'm unsure of what it is, and they have stable currency called the Able dollar, a token economy, and a bank license in preparation. So that was a comparison chart of them explaining why the Able project is a superior banking solution. So, moving on to the actual tokens here. Well, a total amount of 2.5 billion tokens will be distributed, while the public sale distribution will be 1.5 billion tokens. The ICO sale pricing seems to be 1 Ether equals 35,000 Able, and the contribution methods include Ether, and the blockchain is Ether. So this is a Ethereum smart contract based project. And here you can see an illustration of how the Able tokens are going to be distributed. So, let's move on to the actual use case. And to explain the use case, I found yet another very very well describing quote. And so, here's the quote. Users propose deposit and loan interest rates through a matching system, eliminating the lending deposit spread by directly connecting users on a peer-to-peer basis. The Able project supports decentralized exchanges and provides decentralized cryptocurrency wealth management services through smart contracts. Ultimately, the project aims to evolve into the Able ecosystem through its integration with external systems, including simple payments. So, that was the use case, and now let's move on to the white paper. So, the white paper is 32 pages in length, and they thoroughly explain the problem and their solution, and I think they have a realistic problem and solution. The white paper is only displayed in 2 languages, which definitely is or could be improved through providing the white paper in other languages as well. So, did I find a 1-pager or extract summarizing the white paper? No. So, moving on to some improvements that could be made with the white paper. Well, the structure of the white paper could certainly be improved, as I find, as even I, who consider myself relatively technical or tech savvy had a hard time to understand everything and sort of understand the structure and the different parts of this project, and therefore it's obvious that a more non-technical person would find the white paper harder to grasp. But my final white paper score was a solid 9 out of 10, mainly for not having a great structure, which was the reason why it didn't get a 10 out of 10, because content-wise and the visual aspect was really good. So now let's move on to the team. So their team consists of 18 people. The board of advisors consists of 4 people, and other advisors include IBCT, which were 3 people, and some improvements to the team. Well, I figured that the board of advisors could be slightly bigger to, as mentioned in previous videos, ensure the success of this project and have some more smart people and some people with with vast experiences in blockchain and the financial area that can give great advice, that then can make this project succeed and prosper. So that was the only improvement I had. But moving on to the positives, I really like the fact that there is a big core team where I saw that most individuals seem to have a vast knowledge in blockchain and the financial space. So the team rating for me was a 9 out of 10 for having a rather small board of advisors, but still having a really sort of big core team with many experienced and individuals with a vast knowledge in blockchain and the financial space. So that was it for me today, guys. The ICO reviewer, and I'm out, guys. See ya!